Beautiful sunrise over the sleeping giant here in Thunder Bay. And this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And all of it happening here at Fort William Gardens. And our featured game on this Sunday morning, our first day of three-draw play, BC against Alberta. As we say, hello Canada, welcome. Vic Rauter, Kathy Gauthier, Brian Mudryk, not with us this week as he prepares for our Olympic coverage. My goodness, what a match in Australia, 5.5 hours. And Rafael Nadal is your winner. Glad you could be with us as Alberta does have the last rock in this first, playing the Yellowstones. That's Laura Walker and her team from the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton against British Columbia and Marianne Arsenault, who wears the BC colors for the very first time, curling out of the Kelowna Curling Club. Both teams dropping their openers.
Straight up. Okay. 9.5. Okay. Atta girl, Gina.
Let's take a look at the teams. It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. British Columbia and Arsenault, as mentioned, with Jenna Schrader, Sasha Carter, and Renee Simons. Team Walker from Edmonton, backed up by Nadine Scotland, Taylor McDonald, and Kate Cameron. And as we go into this one, the storyline, of course, is the fact that you've got Marianne Arsenault, Kathy, all those championships, 5 of them, with Colleen Jones in Nova Scotia, goes to the West to live, then picks up the 2-time Canadian Championship team, the former team of Kelly Scott with Simons, Carter, and Schrader. And as I said to you earlier, I feel 20 years younger.
Well, I'm not going to say how you look, my dear, but I can tell you that it is a bit of a rollback. The challenge is that this team has not played a lot for a large number of years. They have a lot of pure talent, and in watching the game against Zacharias yesterday, there were some wonderful shots, some very vintage shots, but there were also a number of, relatively simple shots that were missed. And it is that consistency that comes with playing a lot, and they just haven't played a lot, Vic.
Then on the other side of things, you had Laura Walker, who had the game in control against Quebec, picked up a 4 in the 8th. And then when she needed draw weight late, in 9 and 10 and 10 and an extra, didn't have it.
Well, what I was more surprised with by this Alberta team is we saw them at the podium last year. Such a strong team. Their sports psychologist is their coach. They work with her a lot. It was the mental focus yesterday. They started very sloppy, then they got very good. But if Laura Walker doesn't make a wonderful shot in 9, they're tied up coming home, and that draw would have been for the loss. And so it's that focus that surprised me. They need to get it together this morning.
As I mentioned, both the teams coming off losses. You mentioned Mackenzie Zacharias was a winner over BC, and then, of course, Quebec in that extra over Walker. But it is remarkable to think of this team when you look at all the championships. There are a combined 11 championships among this foursome from BC, 32 different appearances at the Scotties. And headed up, of course, by the 5 championships won by Marianne Arsenault.
Now she can play, there's no doubt about it, and her passion for the game continues. It would have been an opportunity for her as they retired out west to retire from the sport, but no interest in doing that.
Nice one, Marianne.
Then on the other side, you have Laura Walker, now in a 3rd appearance at the Scotties, coming off a bronze medal in the Calgary bubble, and considered one of those to come out of this pool. Remembering again, now there's 18 teams, 2 pools of 9, and you'll play an 8-game round robin, and then the top 3 from each pool will advance, and she's expected to challenge for one of those spots. Had a disappointing curling trials, however, in Saskatoon, going only 3 and 5.
Little big. Yep. Yep.
Both teams electing to keep it very simple.
As as we look across the other sheets, 4 sheets in play, of course.
Nice
The only
Good
team
weight.
that's
Weight
not
okay?
playing today is Mackenzie Zacharias this morning.
Good.
Uh,
Thanks.
morning draws. Haven't seen many of them.
No, I'll bet not. Not live, anyways.
No. Ice just a little different.
It is a little bit. Not as much in the bubble atmosphere where there are no fans. Typically, you find the building the coolest in the morning, the ice the crispest, and timing the pregame shots, they were all 15 plus. So it often carries much further. You don't see any flattening out as the game continues that you might in the afternoon and the evening. So if you're going to pick a time of day to play for the best ice, it often is the morning.
So final stone coming up now for Alberta, Laura Walker. And she looks for the blank.
Yep. Easy.
Little dust. And away it goes. So a blank will go on the board on this first Sunday of the Scotties, and the tradition has become Sandra Schmerler Day, the foundation in honor of one of the best to ever curl, Sandra Schmerler. The foundation in support of neonatal care across the country. There's the number. We hope you will donate.
Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Sunday morning, first time we've got a 3-draw day. And we'll go right through Thursday in the end of round robin, heading into the playoffs. 21 Grand Slam titles, but only a second Australian Open for Rafael Nadal. We were talking, you and I, as we pick up play here in the second. Once again, it'll be Alberta with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. You know, you talk about his fitness level going 5.5 hours. This would be, with all respect, the BC team is the oldest here, average age 48.5, and this is what I would wonder, the brushing, the minimum of 8 games, and then if you get to the playoffs going even longer, whether in fact the stamina will be there for this team.
Well, and I don't even link it to age, because I think that regardless of your age, you can take the steps to be fit. I just don't know about the time commitment of this BC team. You know, are they in the gym every day? Are they working out to be at the top of the game as they once did? And I think that you can have a passion for the game, but not the commitment. And that's okay too. But in a course of a long week, in the course of 15.5-second ice where you're dragging stones from start to finish, it will catch up with you.
Maybe just try to finish it over here then. Finish it? Yeah. Don't give them any more room. Yep. Just leave it. Looks like a little bit.
So guard went up, first went in for Alberta. Now it's protect. As we take a look at the keys to the game, and we'll start with British Columbia.
Well, we talked about consistency, and that comes from throwing a lot, but that's what this team is going to need to win. And the setting the stage is really about Renee and Sasha at the front end, both shooting 69% in your opening game yesterday against Zacharias. Numbers need to be much higher at front end to be competitive in this field.
Line's good. Yep. 5, 6. Yes, line. 6, 5. I think yes, line.
Wait only. Wait only.
Go.
Curl.
Lovely throw. Very nice. Put it down in the corner. What a great throw. Sasha Carter. Now let's take a look at the keys for Alberta.
Do you like that?
Well, it's really about the focus of this team, and that has to be for all 10 ends. When you don't play a lot, like a year like this, you can start slow and end slow, but you can't do that in this field. And the strong start not only refers to bouncing back after that loss, but also they gave up a steal of 2 in the second end yesterday that got them into trouble.
Yeah.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
Anything because they have nothing on it anyway.
I just open and get some.
But I don't mind it for one and see what they do.
Yeah, this draw looks hard. I think even if you're top 12 here, they can't then tap those back, right? And then we're drawing for 2 to the 4th.
Yeah.
Pick, right? Same pick.
Would you consider going right around?
They did. The challenge with that, Vic, is it's such a precise draw, and it's very difficult this early. A lot of those guards weren't supposed to be guards. It is that center line path that's still a little bit heavier because the pregame throws don't cross it.
Kayla McDonald so short, better than deep, obviously, but at least if you're high, maybe you can bump it up, Alberta.
Hard.
Look at this go.
Keep going. Go.
Oh, there's no lack of movement. John Wall's done a great job.
Yeah, John Wall is the ice maker here. And out of Ottawa.
What do you have of this one? Kate. Always Kate.
We're not topping. We're tight. Top 12.
Hard. Keep going. Go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
15.
You like that at all?
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is probably
10.
not a good visual from the hack. She is playing a hit on a stone that she can see maybe an 1/8 of from the hack.
Third stone. Jenna Schrader
What, Marianne?
in a 7th Scotties appearance.
Curl. Hard, Renee. This one's tough. Yep. Atta girl.
Gotta get to here? Yeah. Gotta have to Here's now. Okay?
Top 12 and freeze the top one. It's not horrible either.
Yeah.
Okay, she's pretty good on this side.
I'm seeing like 15, 15-2.
I think 14 and a half.
14 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my tolerance here is
Yeah, I
short,
think
so I'm
15.
thinking close to 15.
So why the
Like,
difference
maybe
in
if it
turn
was
now?
14-6 and we switch to
Well, what they want to do is quarter set up on that red stone. To play anything towards the middle, Vic, unless you're going to bury around those two, you're just creating an opportunity for your opponent. If you corner freeze on the stone that is second shot, you will be able to make a play at that on Laura's last to maybe score 2, 3. The multiple is created.
Yes, line.
We're bumping.
Hard. Okay, you're by.
We're to the yellow.
You're by.
We're
Freeze
bumping.
it.
For T-line.
T-line.
Mine's green.
It's good.
Little tap
Good
up.
judge, guys. 14-4.
Pushes it into the 4. Full 4 now. Sitting to 1. Other games on the ice over on sheet A. Coming off that win over Alberta, Laurie St. George from Laval and Glenmore look to win a second. Yukon's Haley Burney playing her first. We're playing on sheet B. On sheet C, Christina Black against Carrie Anderson, both picking up wins. Anderson, of course, 2-time defending champion. And on D, 2 teams looking for their first wins. Carrie Galusha, Yellowknife, lost and her opener, and so did Holly Duncan to Team Canada.
Yesterday.
Well, you see those 2 yellow stones, you'd love to take a whack at that and make the double, but there's just not enough to get to the nose, and that's why it's forcing Marianne and Team BC out the other way to try to get around to the center.
We have more weight.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, we can go 7, 8. Whoa.
Coming down a bit.
It's going to be right there at 7. Okay. Renee. Oh. Okay.
A little rub
Not bad.
spins
Okay.
to sit the shot stone, covering the pinhole, but it's open.
Okay.
Well, a bit of a mistake. If it curls a little bit more, it's great. But if they don't tick that stone, they get by, and they're probably shot and 3/4 buried.
You got her.
Kate Cameron in a 5th Scotties appearance, a silver medalist. Playing with Michelle Englot when Englot played and represented Manitoba. It was in 17 in St. Catharines. And all over that high guard. Boy, there's something there.
You know what? I think that she just got that going. Her weight wasn't bad, but Kate's got a very crisp release, but I think sometimes you worry about putting it back a little bit, but we've talked about the slower path down the center and not quite getting out. So watch as a release. You want to finish with a nice crisp movement out, and that's a sort of a soft spin to the inside. So that rock is moving before it has a chance to go straight and then move.
Well, except for, what, maybe 1, 2 stones down the outturn side, everything's been in turn, and mostly in that 4-foot strip.
And if she doesn't leave me any of it, like, she probably, I might have a double. I'm not sure, like maybe just a guard. Try to run it and pick it off.
So what's Marianne thinking here? She's got shot rock.
I didn't hear the call whether they're playing the guard or they're coming in to corner the top red stone. You can see the yellow-red line up for Laura Walker. It's certainly going to be available to get rid of shot stone.
I think 4, 4, 5.
Okay, that's
Hard, Renee.
Go for line.
Hard, Renee.
Okay, 5.
5. Hard. Just line. Just line. 5.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep, little bit. Go, go, go. Good.
Doesn't quite get to the corner, but does has overlapped it just a bit.
Yeah, that's a score on yellow.
Yeah.
But if I just throw back 4 and just almost play it like a freeze, like I don't have to move it far.
Let's update Quebec against the Yukon. Mentioned that Laurie St. Georges did pick up the win in her first and scored 2 in that first end against Haley Burney of Whitehorse.
And it has not been all Quebec in this end. Laurie St. Georges making a wonderful hit and removing 2 stones on her final to create the situation where it is 3 that the Yukon faces. Needs full 8.
Good line.
In a 3rd appearance for Haley Burney.
It'll move. We got
In
that.
her last appearance as a skip, they were winless in the round robin.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we lost the backing. No more backing.
They did have a play down in the Yukon, all of it at the Whitehorse Curling Club. She was a winner over Laura Eby in a best of 3, winning 2 straight. And we'll slip a little too far.
1.
And so it will be steal of 1. St. Georges, Quebec up 3-0.
Sorry. Thanks. Sorry, guys.
Anything off, Taylor. Anything off.
Well, listen, I'm just watching like you are. And is it just getting it started, or are they not taking enough ice? There's just a lot of rocks that are coming up light here.
I think it's that center line path that's catching everybody. The weight's coming off.
I felt like I kicked with plenty of weight. Yeah, I thought you were just a little tight. I still think you it never really had a chance.
So what do you like?
Come right in.
Even there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like a 4.
Dropping in now on the game between Nova Scotia and Team Canada, both winning their first.
Yeah. I don't want to
Nova
be happy,
Scotia
yeah.
picking up a win over Northwest Territories. Team Canada with a win over Ontario. Team Canada picking up a steal of 2 in the first. So this will be Christina Black's last in 2.
And it's a tough one. She's facing 3, and the shot stone is buried and just in front of the tee line. So it's not only that she has a draw, she actually has to tap a stone back and tap it back a couple of feet in order to score.
Same time watching the final stone for Marianne Arsenault. Oh, over curl it does. Doesn't get there, so it's a steal of one more. Team Canada up 3-0.
Some great weight by Marianne. Just didn't get that finish.
I think either way, that's the call. At least make sure we get one.
Just a foot less, eh? But it's only ever a shot for one.
Exactly. That hit wasn't there, eh? Yellow onto reds to...
Here's the spot that they're struggling with, is as soon as it gets to that slide path, it's starting to get, it not only picks and starts to curl a lot more, but it's a little bit more gritty. So there's still a lot of pebble left, and that's why they're warping in there. And so now it's put a little bit of uncertainty into Laura's head about, yeah, I may have thrown it a little bit soft, but I don't think it's enough. But with Marianne bouncing off, it gives her an easier shot.
Can you make a double here to score your one? Is it possible?
Well, you can't play the double necessarily and stick the shooter.
No, but I mean, if you can make the double, you'll bring the one into play, no?
Absolutely you can, for sure. Tough for two, but for one, for sure.
Laura Walker's last. Called right off now. Bang, bang, touch it, move it. Oh, very nice to get the single here in the first. Laura Walker, yeah, that's an eye-opener on an early Sunday morning as she picks up the single.
Well, it's a tough shot. You have to hit it on the outside, hoping to catch a little bit more. But as you said, Vic, the one was the objective, and the one was what they got.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
You actually
just pushed it sideways enough to bring that stone top four into play. And Alberta, out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, will take the lead through two. On this Sunday morning, Sandra Schmerler Day. We hope you'll make a donation. Please call. Sunday morning, our first Sunday here in Thunder Bay. And of course, with the restrictions, nobody in the stands as we, for the second straight year, the Scotties being held in these pandemic conditions. And the decision was made yesterday that there will not be any fans for the duration. There was talk of trying to open up for a limit of some 500 starting next Friday, but that is, talk has gone away.
Well, I think logistically it would be so difficult to do that, Vic.
So we go now to the third, and BC for the first time in the game will have the last rock. Playing the Redstones.
We're top four. A little bit higher.
Taylor McDonald.
Running still.
You can go around it.
We can't anymore. We're T-line. Close, Nadine. Yep.
We're T-line.
Yep.
We're T-line.
Hard! Sorry, that just went sideways.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on that rock. 14-5. Good judge. Good throw, Taylor.
Okay.
What was the weight call?
She touched her belly.
Looking for the double and the roll behind the corner guard.
We want to welcome those of you who've been watching TSN 1 and the ceremonies, closing ceremonies and trophy presentation at the Australian Open. What a match. Rafael Nadal, 5.5 hours to win his second Aussie Open and 21st Grand Slam. Welcome to Thunder Bay and our third day of coverage of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. Our games today are from Pool B, and our feature is Team BC against Alberta. Alberta scoring one in the second. And a really nice double by Laura Walker to pick up the one. And so here in the third, it's BC trailing out of Kelowna, and they have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones. It was really special for so early. Teams had struggled with that in-turn draw. But if you can make this, just squirt this stone sideways, you might get one.
Well, there's no chance for her to get to because of the stones that are in front of it in the house. So trying to get to the outside, move both of them enough, and just catches enough of the outside of the stone to move the red far enough for the single.
Key shot is brought to you by OK Tire. And yes, with shots like that, it's going to be
Hard, Renee.
okay.
Straight up, straight up. Okay.
Okay, Sash. Hey.
A little big. Is my weight up?
I don't think it was way up. I thought you were pretty close to 10. I thought it was pretty close too.
Shoot. Must have just been full. My weight was
I
up.
thought your weight was good.
Yeah.
Playing third stones, Kate Cameron.
Solid.
Big, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Big. Whoa, whoa. Big. Taylor.
Okay. Gotta touch center.
Hard.
Center, girl.
Hard, Tay. Hard for a piece. 10-1.
Yeah.
Now the struggles continue this morning for both teams. It's a combination of where does the broom go with any confidence and the
10-1.
weight.
Same speed, Renee, here.
Top 12.
Yep.
I think she said like top 12-ish.
Okay.
Trying to get the movement to catch enough of it to just even make it go away. She made something go away, but unfortunately it was her own.
Kate Terriley just throwing a 60%.
Yeah.
Gina Schrader.
Room.
Here, those of you who've been watching
Okay, Renee, if anyone.
TSN1, this British Columbia
just
team
let
out
it
of
work, go
Kelowna is
again.
made up of some champions, to be sure, with Marianne Arsenault, the skip, with 5
go ahead,
Canadian
Renee.
titles. And then Gina Schrader, Sasha Carter, and Renee Simons, all having
Wait till it
2
stops.
titles apiece, all of them with Kelly
That's
Scott
good.
back in 2006 and 2007. So 11 titles, 32 appearances. On this Sandra Schmerler Day, we want to remind those of you just joining us, it's become the tradition. The first Sunday of every Scotties, the foundation, the legacy to the 3-time Canadian world champion, Olympic gold medalist who, my gosh, passed away in 2000 now.
Weight stretch, clean.
How time has quickly gone.
Sure has.
And it's all in support of neonatal care centers across the country.
Yep. Sorry. 11-3. Good.
Good weight.
Dude, that's
Nice
nice.
though.
Great weight,
Yeah.
Kate. Real nice.
So for Gina, trying to hit and roll underneath that corner guard. For Marianne and her team, thinking that if they're able to use that, there's an opportunity still for 3. That's why she's trying to
10 and
roll
a half.
instead of just staying there right on the nose.
Hard, Renee. Hard right to it.
Good job. Good job. Clean. Clean. Yeah, those aren't going anywhere. No.
Filling up nice.
With that easy weight, it's not even going
Nice.
anywhere.
So BC with Last Rock sitting the 2.
Okay, but I'm not sure you can roll and get shot either.
Yeah, I think we have to play the double.
So I think you have to.
Half her off.
Close. If you go away from the
87
side,
hospitals
I'd have
to
to play
date
it quieder and
have
then
been
I
helped
think we just
by
make
the
the double
Sandra
and-
Schmerler
yeah.
Foundation
Play it
with
into here?
Yeah.
donations of
Looks like a
finances to buy life-saving equipment. And
What do you think?
Laura Walker knows all too well about that.
It's hard to think of a better cause than one that keeps our little babies alive when they are born too soon or too sick. My sister actually had a premature baby last year, and we experienced as a family firsthand what an organization like the Sandra Schmerler Foundation can do for a family. And like I said, it's hard to think of something more meaningful than those little babies. So if you could consider donating, I know a lot of families, myself included, that would really appreciate it.
And there is the number. Thank you, Laura, very much. To donate on this Sunday, Sandra Schmerler Day at the Scotties.
Laura electing to try to play the double.
Yep, other way. Yep.
Kate Cameron looking over her shoulder. Got it, stuffed it.
Sorry.
Good job.
Thanks.
You can see all the players wearing their
It stayed right there. Yeah. Nice throw.
Schmerler pins on this very special
Fell a
day.
little bit, hey?
Well, I think that when it really hits home, especially after you have children of your own, you realize that how small and fragile they are, even when they're a healthy size. Both of my kids over 8 pounds, so it was very, very blessed to have that. And Laura's Liam very much in that, you know, category. But when you have a preemie that is either in your family or firsthand knowledge like Laura's, you realize how imperative it is. You just want to be close to your baby. You want to be able to stay in your community. And because of the Schmerler Foundation, more communities now have equipment so people can stay at home and be surrounded by the support they need when they have a young child who is maybe struggling.
And that's it exactly, that the smaller hospitals receive this equipment so the child in danger may ultimately have to go to a larger center, but they can go to a smaller center first to receive that treatment before being transferred.
You bet.
Line's great.
We gotta go.
Yep,
Go ahead.
gotta go. Line's good.
I know
Room
the
still.
Aurelia
Here.
Soldiers
Come on,
Memorial
hard.
Hospital in where I live has received funding from the Schmerler Foundation.
Shoot, sorry guys.
Well, 1562 is what I've got, and that's not going to be able to be dragged enough. And there's an opportunity missed for BC. And those are the kind of consistency and points any piece of the paint will do. And just takes the pressure off Alberta.
Great line.
Now,
Right to it. Okay.
trying to go behind the corner.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Could have very easily just gone to the open side and split. No,
She could have. She
And I'm
could
just
have.
wondering if, in fact, when you're trying to do that, Kathy, you're trying to be too perfect. Whereas if you go open side, it's just put it in the paint somewhere. Unless she's, what, guarding against another double dry?
Well, two things. One of them is if she's able to get it around there, there's going to be an opportunity for 3. If she's buried, this shot becomes really critical for Alberta. And to really break it down, even if she's going to the other side, if she's short, Victor, she's short.
Waits balls, T-line.
I'm not going to talk about short with you here.
Back
Eh?
4.
I stand on 2 boxes beside you and Cheryl.
Back 4. Back 4. T-line. It looks a little light. T-line. Hard. Hard. Right to it.
And there, by doing that, you leave this.
Hard. No bounce. No bounce.
What a wonderful shot. And she draws down the corner. So that mistake coming up light, Marianne Arsenault now has to respond to that.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, it's
Even for you, I thought that was very generous ice.
me too. In the hack, I almost asked for hair lesson. I'm like, you have to get it by.
But if
Throw
you
the
were
right weight
T-line,
and you'll be close.
If you were T-line with sweep needed, you
Yes.
probably overcurl.
Yeah.
So again, charting the ice, it's still, it's not only the morning draw, it's also that it is still so early in this competition, really trying to figure out the ice, the stones, and the tolerance here is to always take a little bit more ice because you know that it's going to curl. And there's no point for Marianne to flirt with the side, just going to the center for her single.
No, it's not lots, Marianne.
Good. Line's good. 4 foot.
Arsenault was 90% on her draws
Really
in the
great.
loss
Curling pretty hard.
to
Full forward, guys.
Manitoba.
Yep, there. Great shot, Marianne. One red, yep.
Well, that's good to be able to park that first stone coming up light. As she picks up the single, we'll go to 4 in a tie, 1-1.
Spin.
As we welcome you back on this Sunday morning, let's go quickly over to Sheet D, the game between Ontario, Holly Duncan out of Woodstock, Northwest Territories, Yellowknife. It's skipped by Kerry Galusha, but with Joanne Rizzo throwing the fourth stone.
Hey, line's good.
And already lying 1, this is a draw for 2. I was surprised to see the ice that Kerry's got down the edge of 12, 8 foot. That is not at all like our sheet unless it's running really straight on that outside sheet.
Whoa. It's fine. We lost it.
Oh, and there you go. There's that big movement.
And as we
We have to play that sometime.
pan back, there you can see it. That's the shot stone, so it would have been a draw 4-2 if you could have found a way in. 2-1 as they go to 4. Both teams looking for their first. Galusha lost to Nova Scotia. Holly Dunn and Ontario dropped their opener to Team Canada. 1-1, our featured game, BC against Alberta. We go to 4, and once again, it's Alberta Laura Walker out of the Saville in Edmonton that does have Last Rock playing the Yellowstone.
Well, back-to-back ends, Vic. Some really nice shooting by Laura Walker. The freeze in that last end that took any multiple opportunities away from Team BC, and the great hit to move 2 stones out of the 4-foot to secure her 1 in the second.
I got 12.
But this game is still very, very tight.
Okay, just max everything. Check and tighten that up a little bit. I expect it to curl more there.
Okay.
This is my first guard of the whole tournament. We're only on game 2. 14th in.
I think her point was that she hasn't thrown a lot of guards and just starting to focus on that. And it is true, it is only the second game of the event, but you would expect to throw a guard in the first game.
Okay, well then.
Pretty tight. Where?
Yeah, this is all games from Pool B as we alternate back and forth, draw to draw. The only team not playing today or this morning is Mackenzie Zacharias from Manitoba as they watch. This is the 99th career Scotties game for BC second, Sasha Carter.
Gotta really get out to it there.
Yeah, lots of experience.
What's that?
You know, when we think about, we just really think about all the time with Kelly Scott. Well, she was actually playing with Kelly McKenzie at that time, and they won a Canadian and World Junior gold. You go back to 95 for that.
Yep. 12-7. Yep.
And then there's Taylor McDonald.
Keep going.
Born
Keep going,
2 months after
going.
Marianne Arsenault played in her very first Scotties in 1993.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a really nice throw. Just the less weight and a broom less ice, and it actually curled.
Yeah, she tightened her up quite a bit.
That reacted like mine did.
So trying to chart this sheet out, and that's why it's just so imperative that you throw the right weight so that Laura can sort things out. And even though that chipped off, at least they got something out of it and they learned. You keep hearing Laura saying, okay, I've got that spot figured out, I've got that spot figured out.
Whoa. Whoa, Renee. Good throw, Sash.
Hey. Those are straight, eh?
Yeah.
Let's get you caught up as we're about a third of the way through now in Quebec. And Laurie St. George opens, well, really has stolen them all because the Yukon opened with Last Rock, so 5 stolen points there. Team Canada up by 4 on Nova Scotia. All the points there are stolen, and we showed you the update. Territories getting their single to take the lead on Ontario.
Weight's great. Just 12-5.
Yep. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
12-2.
Roll it, Kate.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I touched it. I just touched it a bit.
Good.
So admitting that she touched the stone as she was sweeping the red stone back.
10.5.
Marianne feeling that it really didn't make a whole lot of difference to the stone and has just sort of said leave it there, which is an option that you have. Good sportsmanship.
11! Yes. 11!
Hard! Hard, Renee.
Got it.
Hard!
Trying to get the roll under.
Hard!
Renee Simons on the brush.
Stay with it. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Sit.
And under and then peaks.
Throw, Junie.
Hack.
Sure.
This should be a good true hack here.
A little better, yeah.
Yeah. Hack.
Now they saw this spot in the second end, and so should be pretty confident with where the broom goes. It's all about weight from Kate.
Weight's close.
You're a poet and don't even know it.
Weight's
Oh,
good.
I know it.
Yep. Clean.
The weight from Kate.
Whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Coming down now.
Hard.
McDonald.
Right to it. Okay, whoa.
And right to it.
Okay.
And pushes it
coming
through.
off so dead in the race. Like, she has plenty of weight, and then
It's coming down partway through too.
12.4. Good weight.
The times I'm getting on my watch are relatively similar to what we saw yesterday and Friday night, but I would agree with what they're saying is that she came out, they thought she had good, strong weight, and then when it clunks into the stone in the house, the carry-through motion, the weight that the stone is moving is not what they'd expect. You'd expect it would have more oomph as it goes through, so something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, the house may be just a little dead, huh? Just not... Again, maybe is it that morning
Way heavy.
morning sheet?
Good try.
And it shouldn't be. If anything, that should mean that it would slide better.
Yeah, but crisper, I guess. Yeah. Can't hold the shooter, so another chance. So they're going to play the hit in the back or draw down to it.
I think they're going to get rid of it.
Okay.
Just the weight.
And sit
I
two.
thought that was
You
part of
bet.
I'm gonna probably give you closer to the 11 side here.
Sure. Do you like a little less, or is this okay?
I think that's close still.
Okay.
Got it. What was my weight? It was good.
It was 12, yeah.
11.5.
One of the improvements in this Walker team is you don't see them throwing tons and tons of weight. So even on a shot like this that's wide open, instead of throwing a 10 and risking running a little bit straighter and rolling out, they're throwing all about 11s, like a hack weight, a bumper weight. It gives you more control.
Well, it puts it into the hands of the brushers
It
too,
does.
if need be, right? And it's funny you say that because
Nice weights, Kate.
of course, over a course of time,
What? Ended up being 11.8.
it's always been bringing those other people. You've got the brushers, you've got good people up front, so why not use them?
Especially on arena ice where brushers can really, really hold a stone. In a curling club, they can be the best brushers in the world, but you tend to just still have that rock do its own thing. But not as much in arena ice. Brushers make all the difference.
Roll Sasha's way.
Okay.
Skip Stones here in 4. In a 1-1 tie. Both trying to win their first.
Yeah.
Hard!
Renee Simon.
Hard, Renee, go, go!
Sasha, the cheerleader.
Little in, little in, little in.
Okay.
Little light.
Sandra
I
Schmerler
don't
Day.
think so.
And we're into the 4th end. And thank you so much. Already more than $70,000 raised. There's the number. All in support, of course, of neonatal care across the country. We hope you will call and make a donation.
Similar weight to Kate, that like 11.5.
You can see that little bit of a roll
got a little
underneath
about
by
Taylor's weight.
Marianne,
I
but
think you wanna
still
make this too big.
7/8 available to Laura.
She's not as good as going on. Got her.
Let's go, Laura.
Alberta, one of the few provinces or territories that had a play downs, and
Weight's good.
Laura and the team were a winner over Casey Scheidegger in the Alberta final.
And what a great game that was.
Little bit, little more, little more, little more. No roll, no roll.
Look at this.
Good.
Not quite tucking it underneath, but it is, they are sitting the 2 with last rock.
I know. Sorry, I felt it pulling me a little bit and then really set it.
That's right. It's great weight.
Great weight. And you always dart
The
that way.
BC playdowns were initially canceled,
Oh,
but then
I
they
felt it
found
pulling
a
me a
place
little
to
bit.
go.
Yeah.
Restrictions were a little less, I think, in
Wait,
the
thanks,
interior.
Yeah.
So it was a win over Kayla McMillan for Marianne Arsenault and company.
Now looking for a big draw here with that stone rolling underneath by Laura Walker. An opportunity for Marianne to tuck it around and freeze down to that stone to force Alberta to have to take one. If she's not down to it, the key is being buried. You just don't want to be in the open and provide any opportunity for 3.
Remember, she came up light on a draw, a crucial draw in the last end. But here again, this is the path they had some trouble with earlier. And a little rub, a little roll, straightens it out, and it'll spin to the top edge of the 4. Shot rock for the moment.
Oh, that's so sad. Perfect weight. Yeah. There's not a lot of hold there with a draw.
As we drop in on the game between Nova Scotia, down by 4 to Team Canada. Final rock coming in for Christina Black.
Well, she's electing to play the in-turn towards the stone in the 8-foot. I feel that it's that stone on the center line that is one of the shot stones that maybe is in her peripheral vision and feels that to get to the 4-foot might be tricky, and so trying to get out to the wings needs full 8 by to the 4.
The team from Dartmouth.
Hard, keep it there, keep it there, keep it there, keep it there, keep it there.
Watch for the overcurl here. Got to hold it up.
One red.
And they do. One it is, so they're on the board. Christina Black. And right next door, of course, her mentor. After playing in 3 Scotties, all of them with Marianne Arsenault.
Weight's good.
And Marianne was keeping an eye on that stone as it came down.
Well, that little bit of a tick by Marianne creates an opportunity for 3.
Get it by that one. Get it by one more. Yes, they did. Oh, goodness. And back it goes. And there's your 3.
That is great brushing and great screaming. She had no room by that top stone.
Slap my butt. Fight in the end.
Nadine Scotland and Taylor McDonald. McDonald hands it off. Scotland by 1, by 2. Oh. And there it is. And just enough. That controlled weight, throwing just what you need to push it through.
That's why you work out in the gym and you work so hard to give everything you've got to get it by.
3 it is. What do you think? Yes.
Literally takes 2 to curl.
Alberta with a big 3 to break it open after 4.
I'm not sure if we tighten them. I think we just have to trust it with a boot.
Sunday morning, Thunder Bay, and our coverage of the Scotties. The Canadian Women's Curling Championship continues as we feature Pool B, 18 teams in the field, the additional teams because of the lack of playdowns in some provinces and territories. So 2 pools of 9, 8-game round robin, and then the top 3 will advance after Thursday.
Stay close to the line.
Alberta gets 3 in the 4th, and so here in 5 it'll be British Columbia that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stones. The BC lead. Renee Simons.
Well, it's time for BC to score a couple of points and trying to use that corner guard as a method to do so, and nicely done.
Yeah, I guess it's called half shots, right? There are too many sort of half shots right now for BC.
Correct.
Oh. That's a good start.
Well, and I think the biggest thing that leaps out is Marianne was so close on her last shot. If she doesn't touch that front stone, she's buried, and now Laura Walker's being forced. But instead, she rubs and rolls open, and then Laura makes a wonderful shot and takes advantage of it and scores that 3. That's the difference.
And then you go with the earlier stone when she comes up light, trying to go around the guard. It's obvious at times, right? Mistake. And those are the results. People, you're punished for them.
Okay, close then.
Same weight as Nadine.
Not bad. Close, Nadine. Whoa.
We're right frozen.
Kate, no.
It's coming down.
Just to it. Just clean. Nadine. Yep.
Drop it down.
Yeah, it curls more too. Like that was the same.
I got more weight than Nadine actually. Got a 14.
I'm gonna just commit to giving her more with that one.
Okay.
So starting to feel that it is not the ice, but it is a particular stone that Taylor is throwing that is curling more. And those are the things that you note down. That's what your 5th or your coach notes so that you remember that the next time you play on that, you use that to your advantage?
Which I think sometimes people are surprised because we do tell you, and they do all get, you know, their 15 minutes allotment. They go from sheet to sheet to sheet, and they play all the stones, and they mark them, and they chart them. And then you have your pregame practice, of course, which is 10 minutes. Why at that point in time have you not figured it out?
Because I think that in a game situation where you're trying to be so much more precise than you would in a pregame practice, when you come to the event, the rocks and the ice are so different because it's so green. And so now you start to really see those little teeny tiny things that make a huge difference, and that's when you start to really chart things.
Former Canadian World Junior Champion Taylor McDonald when she played with Kelsey Rock.
Wait till 11-2. Whoa. 11-2. Whoa, Kate. Hard, right to it, 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 right to it. Nice, Taylor.
They're just piling them up now.
Well, what they're really doing is negating that corner guard. 1 stone, 2 stones in the middle. Marianne's thinking I can always make a double. But now that you've got 3, you've got to move them, because if you don't, that one that's buried around the corner is never going to come into play.
How much?
Yep, back line.
Clean. Whoa, it's not curling.
I sat beside Jerry Richards on the way up here on the plane, and one of the things that he said that really touched me was that this team is just so grateful to be coming back to the Scotties. It means so much. And so even though there are no banquets, there are no functions, each of them brought dress-up clothes, if you will. He brought his tie, and in their room when they get their jewelry, they're going to have a formal presentation to each other to remember the significance of winning a province and being at this event.
Heel, I think. Yeah.
And there is the former Canadian and world champion back of '94 with Rick Folk, Jerry Richard, and watching his daughter play.
We'll also see his son representing BC at the Briar in Lethbridge.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Right to it. Right to it.
And got it. Picks it off the top. Very nice. I think too, you know, you go back to that corner. So they put up the corner, they go around.
Yep.
Was there any situation there where Alberta would have chased, or did Laura Walker say, no, you know what, you want to go there, we're going to play in the middle, so you need to chase us, we're not going to play your game?
Well, no, and you don't want to chase. First of all, you're up 3 points, you're in control of this game. You start chasing around a corner, it's a really good opportunity to give up 3. By going to the center, they're forcing Marianne to get away from that guard. If you wind up giving up 2, that's okay.
Go. Renee. Watch the roll.
Renee. Yeah. Yep. Watch the roll behind. Yep, keep going.
Oh, God, lots moving.
Beauty.
Very nice.
Very
Look at the roll, too.
Super shot.
That is very special. Gina Schrader.
And those are the shots that we saw yesterday on and off against Team Zacharias that Gina was known for and can do. Gets essentially a triple, 2 go, but she moves it back far enough that that corner guard stone that was hidden all this time now is a factor and gets the roll.
That is very, very nice.
I mean, freeze is just freeze. I don't mind the freeze, but I like the freeze.
You don't like the freeze at all?
I don't hate it. I just wasn't sure if we wanted to try to
as
get
long
one
as
out,
we're
but-
anywhere in here, this one comes out of play.
Okay, so as long as we're like half 8.
I also don't mind doing this, but she's probably just going to do this again.
I don't mind chasing. And if I ever roll out and I'm not shot, it's not great, right?
And are you just trying to slam the double on
Yeah,
this
I wasn't
one?
sure if a third was good, but that looks pretty close to just a straight jam. Okay, then I'm in for the freeze. As long as we're like to here, it's still a good shot, no?
Yep. That's what I mean. Like, I think we have a little bit of margin for error with this one here.
So for Kate to come down, I think was really important. What they were looking at is if she plays the hit this way, what she realized when she came down is it's probably going to jam and you're going to wind up leaving one of those stones there. So instead of playing a high risk, difficult shot that's still going to leave your opponent in good shape, now they've decided to play that corner freeze. The best lesson out of all of that for thirds back at home watching is go down and look at the angles before you call something that doesn't generate the result you think, just because you can't see the angles when you're not on top of them.
I think too, it's a remarkable that one shot by Gina Schrader. It had all been sort of automatic for Alberta. We're just going to play them down into the middle, but now suddenly the wheels have to start turning if you're Alberta.
We're around it already. You're by. We're behind.
Okay.
And she's going to go deep.
Okay, 13-8. Okay.
Well, big momentum shift.
Right to it.
So let's get you caught up after being blanked for the first three.
Yep,
Yukon and Haley Burney are on the board. Nova Scotia gets finally a single in 4. And Ontario with a single to tie.
No! 7.
That kind of shot you'd expect from a Gina Schrader back in 06 and 07. She was an all-star when they won the Canadian Championship.
No, I love it. Right to it. Curl.
Right to it.
Curl.
Yikes. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. Good one.
I'm sorry.
Roll, but yeah, a quarter of that.
Yeah, thin quarter.
Okay, let's just freeze
That's why I'm thinking even if you're full 8 here, it's a pretty
I
good
think
shot.
your line was good.
Okay.
High 14 still.
So Laura looking to do the same shot that she asked from Kate, even if she's not frozen.
Yeah.
And she's right beside it. It takes out the benefit of those other 2 BC stones.
Got it, Laura. Let's go, Laura.
Skip stones here in 5. What does she learn from that stone of Kate Cameron? Just the fact that Cameron was maybe a little heavier?
I think so, Victor. That's the same ice, so she's looking for the same result. It didn't surprise them how it ran. It was just weight.
Picked up right away, though, by McDonald in Scotland.
Just go. Line's green.
There's a big carry here. Huge. Put this on your back, ladies. Take it down there. If they can hold this for her, and they will not even get it there for second shot. So
Or third, Victor.
no, it is 3 right now. BC's hitting 3.
Holy.
Can even split it and probably be 2 and 3 too.
On this Sandra Schmirler Day, of course, 3-time Canadian, 3-time World Olympic gold medal winner. And when you think about Marianne Arsenault, she played her many times.
If you're wide open, tuck a piece is wonderful.
Right. Sandra was an incredible competitor and a great person. I know that her teammates just loved and adored her. She was a fierce competitor. Off the ice, certainly enjoyed her company. And, I think she's the perfect representative for this foundation. And, I think Babies in Crisis are such a worthy cause. Clearly, a number of competitive curlers have needed NICU services, and thank God that the Sandra Schmirler Foundation was able to provide funding for these different services that were needed.
And there is the number on this Sandra Schmerler Day in support of neonatal care across Canada. Marianne Arsenault has an opportunity here to put multiple points on the board.
She does, and she's also trying to take away the only shot that Laura has right now to try to promote her own. So trying to duck just behind the stone thrown by Laura Walker to lie 4 and remove any chance for Laura to use that stone to raise it back to count.
Go, go, go!
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was heavy.
Yeah, I thought you were 6 I got, so.
Slide path. So many of the stones, I don't know,
5-4
maybe.
was the time.
I don't know if it's more. It just seems that we've played the majority of the game in that 4-foot path.
We have. I timed the last one by Laura at 15.75, so it's not like it's slow.
I would probably play it as a hit. I think I have some options.
If we ever skinny the 2, you'll likely pop them in.
I just don't think it's there as a tap, like to maneuver that hole.
I think I like this. But again, risk if she makes it.
I think we're trying to get as deep as we can and stay shot. And if we could ever finish it at the end, that's really tough to get by.
I think this is like the perfect spot.
Like I do think this finishes around here.
Yeah, we could get buried.
That, or we nose this and let her try to stick around for 3, try to roll on top of this one.
Could do that. That's pretty good.
And then that's tough to remove.
That's really good, actually.
And then it's never more than 3.
Never more than 3 and a hard 2 even.
And we're making her.
Yeah. Okay. Like a hard 3, I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I like that.
What do you see in here?
Control.
So what they were talking about all along was to play this shot, and their objective was to be deep as possible so that there was no run back. But you do open your opportunities for 4. And so this now, the decision is to play the hit. If you're able to roll in this area, you know you're going to be giving up. You're not even chasing shot stone, but if you hit and roll underneath, you could be second shot, and then you take away the big score off the board.
This is somewhat similar to what happened the other day when we watched Walker against Quebec. They score 4.
Yes.
And now then they sort of, as you point out, had lost focus. Here they are coming off a 3 and in danger of giving up multiple points. And again, gotta go, and that go has gone out to Nadine Scotland. Staying with it, end to end, and rolls to the back edge. So sitting 1 and 2, 1 tee line full 8, 1 just nipping the edge of the 8 at around 10 o'clock. So it's a draw for 3.
3s are hard to come by, and when you score 1, the last thing you want to do is give it back the next end. But an opportunity here for Marianne to remove all of that momentum from Team Alberta.
Now this was the same path. Well, no, she's throwing the in turn. She went with the out turn the last time, trying to duck around that corner, remember?
Yes.
So, and she came up light.
I feel that because she's further out, Vic, and isn't going to get to the slide path till the end, it's more predictable.
Can you clean it?
Back 4.
Okay, can you clean it then?
Well, I'm not a confident back 4.
Well,
we're fine now.
Could it be? Will it be? Nice Is it maybe? Yep. Possibly? Yes, it is. Back 8 for 3 for BC. Wow. You score 3 and you go, all right, there's 3 right back. We're tied at 4. We're going to the break here on a Sunday morning at the Scotties on Sandra Schmerler Day. And there's the number to call in support of neonatal care across the country. And we thank you. Sunday morning here in Thunder Bay, in our first day of 3 draws a day here at the Scotties. And today we're featuring Pool B, and our featured game is BC against Alberta. We've reached the midway point. Let's check the numbers after 5, Kathy.
Well, they're really interesting. They're very close when you look at them overall, and that's why we've got a very close game on the scoreboard. But it is the up and down play, momentum given, momentum taken back. But when you look inside the numbers, you see that there is a plus right now for both the BC skip and the BC third. Alberta with hammer in the second half to start is going to have to turn that around.
Yeah, very similar as we say to you yesterday. They had some momentum and gave it back. Laura Walker and the team from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton.
The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
The skipping element is going to be different for sure. I know the game from the hack and seeing it with the front end, so we're just going to try to go out there and have some fun, because this is basically my first time skipping an event and it's at a national championship, so we'll do our best.
This year more than ever, just because the hype that's been going around the last few months about the Scotties, people sending their love and messages our way and making things for us and having signs, and I think this year it's just that little extra special.
So it is the Battle of the North against the South. Krista McCarville, 2 straight wins against Emma Miskew, who picks up the skipping duties for Rachel Homan as she's off to the mixed doubles. John Morris at the Olympics at 1-1. 2 p.m. Eastern Time is our feature. So here are the standings as they are. And in Pool A, McCarville will try to win 3 in a row as she plays the Homan team. Andrea Crawford on top of the table as well. 2 straight wins for the team from Fredericton. First time since her debut back in 2006 that she's won her first 2, and she will play Nunavut coming up this afternoon. And there you saw just the second game now on the ice for all the teams in Pool B. And our feature here on this Sunday morning, BC against Alberta in a 4-4 tie. And so Alberta now, that focus that Kathy spoke about, can they regain it after giving up a 3? They have the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Well, like, as I said before, their sports psychologist is their coach on the bench, Shannon Pinn, and you know that during the discussion that she would have had with them at the 5th end break, it wouldn't have been about nitpicking on stones, but it would have been, you know, the need when you score those 3 points to not feel like you can take your foot off the gas, but also not worrying too much that you did give up 3. That's done. You can't bring it back. You're tied and you have last rock.
Hard, right to it.
But you know what I said to you during the end?
Right to it, right to it, right to it.
The corner goes up.
Good.
They go to the middle. The corner goes up from BC. Alberta goes to the middle. They try to go around that. And now all the play is into the middle. And it seems you're right. Maybe the foot came off. Maybe they, you know, this is too easy here. These are just piling them in here. And suddenly Gina Schrader makes a shot, and now they have to, we have to think again. And they get caught.
Well, I think that the biggest thing is that the strategy in that end, I thought, was really well done. It was the execution in the latter parts. Remembering that Kate tried to freeze and she went deep. Laura tried to freeze, she was short. So when you look back on ends that you give up 3, you have to be really clear in your mind, did we make the wrong calls or did we just not make the right shots? Because if you don't execute, it really doesn't matter what you call.
Unable to hold the shooter there, Sasha Carter.
Just plus full 8.
Here's an opportunity to go around. A couple of center and guard covering the 8-foot. Taylor McDonald.
Line's good. It's good. We're all there right now.
Okay, well then.
T-line. Room. Back 4. Room. Back 8. Room. There.
There it goes.
Back
Really
8.
trying, but we're still T.
Line's good.
Never.
Wait
Never,
only,
never,
wait
never.
only, wait only, wait only.
It's back 4.
It's really grinding. We're like T-line. Good thing that was the 2.
Good. 14.
There's never a question on this ice if they are going to curl at the end. The finish is terrific. You're not seeing people saying, I don't know why that didn't curl. It's been a wait. I think that's in doing updates, Vic, and looking across the sheets over the last 2 days. When shots are missed, more often than not, it's not about ticking on guards or being in the open. It's about being heavy. That has been the biggest challenge. And today, ironically enough, it's the other extreme. It's often been light.
8.
No.
Yeah, the most notable
Nope.
case.
Nope.
Stone probably was that
Oh, the dreaded
come around
roll-off.
where Marianne Arsenault thought she might be setting up a triple, came up light, had to settle for a single or
2.
set up for 3 points.
Did come down. I know, sweep, I guess.
Yeah. That came nice.
Yeah. Yeah, very similar.
It's interesting to watch the 2 seconds. They are 2 percentage points different, so that's a wash. The difference is how they throw. Watch the rotation on Taylor's delivery. She throws a lot. Sasha throws almost a lazy handle, and so the results that both of the seconds will get, if they were to throw at the broom, would be probably a foot difference. And so that's up to the skips to ice for their players and almost not watch the opponent when they throw.
Okay.
Is it fair to say
Good.
the Taylor McDonald handle is arena handle?
It is.
Whereas you think about Sasha, it may be more curling club handle.
It is, and I think that comes from not having played on arena ice for a long time. Sasha definitely threw a lot of rotation in the past, but has less now, and that's when she's getting the swooping of her stones. And not she's a little bit confused sometimes on the result, and I think that's all it is.
Is that what you heard?
Yes. Yeah.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Curl. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Okay.
So Alberta with last rock, but it is BC that sits the 2.
Double or just do this?
I like the double.
I don't mind trying it, even if we can like punch it so we can get that out of there.
Feel.
You know.
You got it. This is going to be pretty straight.
This is a person that you want throwing this. Kate's ability to throw up weight, make the double, and could continue to rotate behind that corner guard or the center guard as well.
Just, the gear effect.
You're just going that way a bit.
Nothing there.
Good.
All the games now in the second half on this Sunday morning. So let's drop in on Nova Scotia against Team Canada. And that shot is shot rock as belongs to Nova Scotia, the red stone center line, edge of the floor. Final stone, Carrie Anderson.
Well, that shot stone thrown on Christina Black's final made the perfect freeze. Team Canada did take a timeout, called Reed Carruthers out. They were trying to figure out if they could maybe just scooch it over enough to score 2, and he came out and said, nope, take your lumps, take your 1.
Can't hurt it.
Shannon Burchett, Brienne Mayer on the brush. And very nice. Trying to win a 3rd straight Canadian championship. Team Canada, Carrie Anderson.
He's pretty good here.
Well, 2 shots later for Kate, that double is now so sharp, it's not worth going after. So now chasing the shot stone.
Whoa, Max. Whoa,
Strong
18. Hard.
You got it.
Hard. You got it. Like, keep going. 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 Good. Good. 12-4.
Okay.
You think of so many players that have been and inspired by the late Sandra Schmirler, and there is one right now in Carrie Galusha.
Everyone admires Sandra. I remember being at my first Scotties as a 5th player in '98, and she was Team Canada, and I was just like in awe. So it's just such a great legacy, and we're really fortunate. We just found out we had a donation from the Sandra Schmirler Foundation to our hospital in Yellowknife, and so we feel really connected to the foundation. Our 3rd, Sarah, is also in medical school and has been delivering babies lately, so we just feel really connected to the cause.
And there is the number to call. It is remarkable. Every province, all the territories, medical facilities have received support from the Sandra Schmirler Foundation. And when she talks about her 3rd, that's Sarah Colton, who is a medical student at the Northern Ontario Science School, studying medicine.
Solid bumper.
Curl. Hard, Renee. Hard.
Carrie Galusha in a 15th appearance at the Scotties, and then Sarah is now at in a 5th.
Perfect.
She did skip 1 year in 14, and for the past 3 Scotties has been with Galusha.
And we saw her a lot in juniors and knew that as long as she stayed with the game, we'd see her a lot at Scotties. Very talented young player.
Is this max then?
I don't think so. Like if I let it go there, it only has to curl a hair.
Okay.
So movement of that shot stone up the house creates the double opportunity once again.
For me. You got her. It's pretty straight
And
here.
that's what Laura's electing to play.
Of course, her husband Jeff is off to the Olympics in Beijing as part of Brad Guju's team. Scotland, 1, 2, and a little bit more. Push it out, and yes, enough.
For a second, I thought it wasn't going to go out.
Yeah, you wanted to. There we're looking. Come on over the. Just get to the tee line and we can rush it. But
There's
no,
nothing.
You can't touch that stone. Can't touch this.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know. You know, and I can't even see.
Oh.
A little MC Hammer on a Sunday morning, yes. People are going, MC, what?
I know.
How old are those?
Sadly, I know all the songs that you sing. Now for Marianne, a roll underneath either the center or that one that is a little bit off, not quite a corner, but adjacent to it would really, really improve the odds of a force here, potentially a steal.
Little more, little more. All you got, Sash. Go, go, go.
Take it over, hide a little bit. No,
That's great, John.
they've looked at that one at the back corner.
Well, the challenge is you got it. The risk is that you run it onto that Yellowstone.
Nice shot. Very, very nice shot.
Oh, just need to be freaking inches.
Like we've all been throwing a little solid.
Yeah, we have to make sure we kill it, so I think like a 12.
I like
We
that.
haven't really got that close to the guard yet, and it's fairly high.
Okay. I like it. I think we can hold this for you.
Do you think it's there with a 12?
I do, yeah. Speed feels really nice here. You got it, Laura.
Well, that roll by Marianne makes this shot a lot more difficult for Laura. She sees enough that she wants to go after the blank, but they're also concerned about that Yellowstone that's just out of play. So it's enough to make your opponent think, and that's the objective always.
Get a 4-4 tie.
Little up.
Watch that
Wait's
now.
nice. Wait's really close.
Keep an eye on that stone. It's back edge of the 12 at around 4 o'clock. So
Hard, you got a chance. Hard, you got a chance. Hard.
Watch it now. Watch. And push it back. And oh, now.
Oh, you might have.
I think I did.
Did you move it far enough?
Oh, I do think it's 2.
So now you take a look. Is it 2?
On.
Want to put the stick to that, I think.
Sure.
So they'll call for the stick. It's 1 for sure.
We've not seen a measure yet this event that tests the outside. From that angle, it looks like it's on.
No doubt.
But from as more of our cameraman moves the other way, it looks less and less. See that angle? It looks like no.
No.
Anywhere close to the 4-foot line, like that almost fell back out of my hand.
So 1 for sure at the moment for Alberta.
Holy right side of the inch, eh?
Oh. I think it is. You guys, I put my whole effort into that one.
You did great.
If it's not, I'm going to be really disappointed in myself, but I really think I did
Okay, so they were not playing the blank. They were playing to score 2 because they felt all along that it was in. Gosh, it doesn't look like it is.
I mean, that angle would suggest yellow.
Does it not look in for fun?
For sure. Well, ours is in the red.
Like they
I thought ours was in the red.
So they do believe.
They believe that they're in. Now, unless teams were told early on that the black lines that are around are skinny and that in fact it's undershown, if you want to call it that way.
So the yellow, but
it's closer, but is it in?
Well, there you go. Now you have to go get the 6. That's they kicked it away, so they're assuming that it's in and it's a deuce. A little couple that comes out of nowhere. Sunday morning, Sandra Schmerler Day here at the Scotties. And we welcome you back. It's the first day of 3 draws a day right through the end of round robin on Thursday.
Oh, I don't need. Okay. Not a lot is what I mean. We got it.
Yep.
So the umpire looked at those stones, said they're both in, and now we're measuring. So no need to bring out the 6-foot stick to see if in fact they were in. She said, look, I know they're in, and now let's measure. And that's what happened.
Well, I'll tell you something. If I'm any of the teams that are watching this morning, I've just learned a very important lesson, which is that if a rock looks very close to the rings, assume it's in unless told otherwise, because visually for all of us, both of them appear that they were just out of the paint, but they were clearly both on according to the official.
Keep it out there.
It's a lesson learned and well judged by Kate Cameron. For if they ran a measuring stick earlier, I don't know, but she was very confident that that stone was in, which is why Laura played that quiet wait,
Okay, Kate, go
and
ahead
why
a
they
little
worked
bit.
so hard
Line
to
them
get
up
that
a bit.
red stone out.
Okay, nice throw. 15-5.
That one didn't even come down. Yeah, because you're swooping it. The only ones that.
Yeah. Out to the side is a 10, right?
Yep. Yep. 9-8, little up.
Yep.
Yep.
So British Columbia and the team from Kelowna with last draw. They have the hammer.
Roll.
Playing those are red stones. And we'll sit the 1. So all the games now into the second half, and we'll go over to Quebec against Yukon. And the team from Yukon, Whitehorse, skipped by Haley Burney. Quebec from Laval and Glenmore Curling Club's Laurie St. George opened up with 5 stolen points, but it's in trouble again.
Well, that stone that you see that is shot, thrown by Haley Burney on her final stone, and this is what happens when the team from the Yukon sat out, had the bye, now starting to feel more confident about weight and line. She made a wonderful shot, and will steal again.
Look at that. So from 5 up, now to 5-4 as Haley Burney coming back.
I saw them out practicing yesterday because they got a bye. They did have the opportunity to throw, but it's not the same. You'd love to have your bye a little bit later in the week when you feel that you're comfortable with the ice and that you're on equal footing. It's like Team Zacharias that is sitting out this morning. They probably would have wanted to play. You want to get on a roll. You want to get confidence with the ice, but the draw is what it is.
7. Yep.
Where?
Room,
7, 8.
Room, lots of room, lots of room.
Lots of room.
Lots of room.
Lots of room. We're little deeper than that.
Okay, let it work.
Yeah.
Let it work. Okay,
curl.
go ahead. Yep.
Whoa!
Good sash.
Okay.
Get them both.
I have exactly nose.
Okay.
Do you want to do it tight, and if I hit the guard, we hit the guard?
I don't think this is awful either if you're
Okay.
just a hair high. Let's
Okay.
play for nose, Peel.
Yeah.
I think this will be pretty straight.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw this better for you.
Okay, do you like this here?
Yeah.
So the run double by Kate. I don't expect this stone to move at all from where she releases it. So release is key.
Well, it's nice that Kate says, I think I'm gonna try and throw this better for you, Skipper. I wish I appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much.
Let's curl the hair.
Got it? Yeah, that's
Taylor,
better.
go, Taylor,
And
go,
enough,
go.
and
Very
enough,
nice.
and enough, and very nice. Got them both. Very well done.
I'm just going to let you see the back.
And I would say probably line 2.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Now,
I've learned.
now there you go. You're planting that seed.
It almost was a hair high. We almost, we hit
Yeah.
nose and we almost didn't get the double.
I don't think there's any doubt, is it?
No.
Would have
If
had
anything,
to,
we
cross.
needed lower, yeah.
That corner guard still is there for BC. I'm trying to get Gina to get around the stone.
7, 8.
Room looks heavy.
Room, 8. Room.
Getting faster down there.
Yeah. Shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't have called her a 9.
No.
Yeah, unless you don't have any of that, do you?
No, but it's like just buried. I could chase.
I still don't.
Yeah.
And this is the time that I don't think you want to chase because you go down to the back and now you're maybe back 8 foot and they freeze on top. By splitting the house, you're trying to force your opponent to chase shot stone, which will be in the open, and something that you can chase back.
Nice close. Maybe a little bit just to be deep.
Back four's
T,
not
top
awful.
4.
We're
Nice,
all
good.
there.
T line. Gotta go a bit.
Here goes now, Tate.
Top 4. Really moving now.
We gotta go. We're there.
Okay, we're top
You
4.
know, again, I'll go back to that. What was it? The third.
Keep going, keep
And I think
going,
the situation's similar here,
Pull
Kathy.
eight.
BC elected, that's when, remember, that's when
Yes, I
she
do.
came up light with her draw. And you said, yeah, well, she's trying to get multiple points. Well,
Great work, buddy.
can't you try to get multiple points too if you're BC? Is she going to go try
I
now?
should have given you hair more ice.
Or why wouldn't Alberta rather try to
I still don't
force?
think
I know
she
she
can
hasn't
get
got last
shots
rock,
buried,
but
but
bring that play to the behind the guard.
But
Or
she is
but she's trying to draw that play away.
exactly, and she is trying to force by line 2.
Stay close for line. Stay close.
I know what you're
Stay
saying,
close, stay down.
but no.
It looks like it's fine a bit more than the other one. Back in.
You know, we're 20 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
And I felt you cuff me. It was a long distance slap and go, no. All right.
Tight.
Oh, so close.
Okay.
So
I
last
threw
time
this
you went
one.
here, and it was really close.
The line would have been good. It's a little
It
deeper.
did curl at the end, remember?
Yeah, maybe right on the edge of the button.
What'd you clock on this guy?
0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Oh, that was really light.
And now it's different, Vic, because now you're going after that stone again to lie 2, but it's skip stones. You don't want to go on Kate's and create opportunities for them to get in on top. But now they do believe that they are shot, but they will go on top of the other stone and make sure that they're lying 2.
So my thought was right. I was just premature.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like the babies in crisis.
There
Look
you
at you
go.
weaving your tapestry.
Yeah, that's it.
T-line. T-line, there, it's all there, it's all there.
Right.
Wait's really good. Yes.
Oh,
Wait's
golly.
good. Yes. Yes.
Nice save.
Oh, no bounce. Just to it. Taylor, we're a little light. Taylor, we're light. Taylor, hard. You gotta be fully. You gotta be fully. Go, 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 go.
More.
Sorry, guys, that's a good spot.
Good throw.
And I think they did get it there.
I do think so too.
Came down. Nice.
I thought that was going to be good. Yeah.
Like
a little light.
15-1, I would think.
Yeah, who do you think is thinking? Good. That's close. Would we ever do this?
Yeah. I can get there. Should be able to, eh?
Think so. A little more than all.
Hey?
A little more than all of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Kate was pretty confident that it was the stone on the left as you look at it belonging to Alberta that outcounted the red one. But BC feels it is red. That's why they're making a play at this stone.
Just a little past nose.
Okay. Okay.
Right. And it doesn't really have to be that precise anymore.
No. And I think your line was very generous still. Like I was calling it anticipating.
Yeah, I thought
and it didn't really happen.
when they scrubbed it there to be shot, I thought they were sitting the 2.
They did as well. They do feel they are.
Uh-huh.
But BC begs to differ, and so trying to get to the inside and roll behind.
Marianne Arsenault.
Close.
Bumper.
Close, yeah.
Close, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Curl. Good.
Nice shot,
Dandy.
Marianne.
Really nice too, control. And there you go, back to that control weight and being able to use the brushers. But now again, they're having a good look around. Those 2 stones on the edge of the 8.
Beauty.
That's about a broom and a half more.
Yeah, I think right on the T line, even beside it is good.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah.
Because we didn't.
Well, we showed you
First half. Yeah, I wouldn't throw it.
Yukon's a steal of 1 to get within 1.
I like the same weight.
Okay.
California.
Right on the T line, we don't necessarily
Canada
have to be frozen.
continues to lead.
As long as I tuck a piece.
And Galusha up by 1 now on Ontario.
Yeah, same weight's really good. Okay. You got it, Laura.
Let's go, Laura.
And welcome to the Hollywood Curling Club.
Well, at this point, it really doesn't matter who is shot stone. For Laura Walker, there is only one play, and that is to the side
We're a little hot.
where those 2 stones are buried behind the guard.
Back 4, back 8.
Just trying to tuck it behind that stone just thrown.
Too big.
But all on its own right now.
Ooh, cannot be deep because you've got an open hit.
Look out.
Okay.
Watch out. Watch out. This better stop.
Okay.
Even there, it's a chance for 3.
Hit for 3.
Okay, Laura. Hit for 3. Dang it.
That's odd the way it's been for Laura Walker. As we say last night, that the draw weight when she really needed it
Pardon me?
just was nowhere to be found.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Really good shot by Marianne on her first. Has created this opportunity for 3 and the lead.
Well, the other thing too is, Kathy, go back to what we were saying about the judgment of which stone was, whether they were sitting 1 or 2. I mean, if they didn't believe that they was only one, how different it might be for BC.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Easy.
Hard. 9.5.
Curl.
Oh no, sit right there. Came up just at the end, and 3 it is. So another tray. They got a 3 and 5, a 3 and 7. BC up by 1.
Hi, I'm Andrea Crawford, skip of Team New Brunswick. Today is Sandra Schmerler Day at the Scotties. I encourage you to pick up the phone, dial the number that's on the screen, and make a donation. Let's help champions start small.
Yes, please. There is the number to call all day, all in support of neonatal care across the country. As mentioned, 87 different hospitals in every province and territory has received a donation of support from the foundation. Started after her untimely passing, of course, back in 2000. The foundation starting in 2002. And there's Andrea Crawford on top of the table, tied with Krista McCarville in Pool A, and that's who will feature the teams and the games from Pool A this afternoon. And coming up, Crawford will try to make it 3 straight as she plays Nunavut. As mentioned earlier, it's the first time that Crawford has won 2 straight since her very first appearance out of the gate. First 2 since her first appearance in 2006. She has never won 3 games in a row to start a Scotties.
Well, I've watched both of those games that Andrea's played in, and playing very, very well. Has made some very difficult shots. Good sense of draw weight, so that's a great start for her, and feeling very good about it, I'm sure.
Okay, so now you're down again, Laura Walker.
You got line.
And you have to recapture that focus. It was the theme of your discussion coming in. You still think so, that they just sometimes are caught up in a bit of fog?
Yeah, I think that sometimes mentally you let down, particularly when you score a big number of points. It can happen to you.
But it happens. It's like giving up a goal after your team has scored, or a touchdown. I mean, my gosh.
It takes
just
the
look
wind
at the
out of
game
your
last
sails.
week with Kansas City and Buffalo Bills. Back and forth they went. You just scored a touchdown. You got 13 seconds left. You should be able to win this Buffalo, but you know.
Nope.
Weight's a little solid.
And then you lose the coin toss.
Weight's
Oh my God.
It's just, it's devastating.
hard.
But in sport, you're always going to have up and downs, and that happens so often in curling games. And it is the resiliency. Penny Barker talked to you and I about that last night, that's the theme of their team, be resilient. You have to bounce back and just stay the course, and always look at the scoreboard and feel that you can claw your way back in. Or in this case, for Alberta, find a way to score 2 and get the lead again.
I like the draw.
Top 4, top 8.
I prefer throwing the draw.
Did you say top 8?
Yeah. Okay. You like this?
Yep.
So, help me out. I mean, is this Sasha Carter throwing here, the second for BC? She would prefer the draw. Is that Marianne giving into the request, or was there a hit to be played and they just elected to go with the draw?
I think this is a little bit about putting pressure and stepping on the gas when your opponent is maybe feeling a little bit down about last end, trying to make things really tough for Alberta. Sasha feeling that she can get to the forefoot.
Oh, they got a big scrub here because Simons and Schrader, no, don't get to the 4, but they've cut off the path a little bit.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Roll over. Okay.
Weight's nice, a little big.
Clean, yep.
Wait, then.
Yep. Clean.
Clean.
Whoa.
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 Canadian
Weight's
Scotland.
nice.
Whoa.
11-5.
Whoa.
And then rolls across the top. Still leaves the BC sitting the 1.
not all bad.
Just kidding.
The angle that she's at, you can see if she can play a hit on the nose later, that red shot stone goes. And Marianne knows it.
10.
Okay.
Go ahead, Renee. Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Well, gets rid of the backing and loses the shooter. Still is BC sitting the 1T line full on the 8.
I told.
I get it.
Well, can't we? Yeah, high side and roll. Well, we won't be shot, and this is a very hard rock to remove.
Yeah.
So I don't see how this one's ever going to score with this one here.
Should we chase that one then? I only have a third.
I don't mind playing it now.
I don't mind playing.
Trying to just sit on top of each other, and if she doesn't make the double, then we can
How
come
much
around.
separation's in there?
Pardon?
How much separation is in there?
Yeah, the freeze is tough. Yeah.
Whatever you're seeing.
I like
I'm good with either.
I can't hear you.
I'm good with either. Whatever looks right.
Try to just keep both these here in line.
Okay.
Then the double might roll out, then we can come around.
Okay. You like quiet?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a great example of, you know, you may assume that because there's nobody in the building in terms of fans that it's quiet in here. It's definitely not. It's very noisy. You still have 4 sheets in play and people very committed to yelling, and that's again where one of those conversations about coming down and seeing the space between those 2 stones is a good investment of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's, listen, the building is, the roof is a little, is low, so it echoes back. That's very nice. That's exactly what they were talking about.
Oh, over here.
But it is a curious thing that
Do not follow the leader.
there's no people here.
So they aren't? Yeah.
Do you think I was up at all on that or 10?
No.
Well, it's supposed to be board.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa.
Gina Schrader.
Whoa. Clean.
Now chasing the shot stone,
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
Clean.
trying to lie 2 and does.
Very nice.
And for
Gina.
BC, they came into this also prepared, knowing that there's going to be a lot of people out there. You'll see on Marianne's glove, she's got the green tape.
Nice one.
That is one of the signals that they use. She'll hold her mid up as the go sign because there is a lot of noise, and that's the experience of this team, knowing that even without fans in a building, in this kind of setting, with all the adrenaline from all the teams, it's often hard to hear.
Whoa,
Whoa. Close.
Same weight.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Whoa, Dee Dee.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Staying with it. Scotland, and there again, sitting the sitting one shot. Second shot is that stone there at the about 11:30, I guess, top edge of the 8-foot.
I feel like I'm arming them and they're still coming back.
Yeah.
Up there.
Maybe 11:15. Do you remember? You know, it's funny because
Yeah, I did think
I did a couple of years ago do
that was why I was
a radio
scared to sweep it,
broadcast
because if we're not shot and then she comes around.
Yeah, like
for the visually
first one,
impaired.
I'm like, oh, we're flashing. And all of a
And
sudden
it
it's like,
was their championship at the club in Ottawa. I'm trying to think which one, I can't remember.
Hunt, Rito?
Yeah, Ottawa, maybe it was the older club, the oldest club in town. Anyway, how difficult it was. I've never been so intently focused because you had to describe everything.
Sure.
And it goes back to the days that in Saskatchewan in particular, curling used to be on radio.
Yes.
And there have been times when we've lost a video signal, but if we've had the audio. Skip Stones here in 8, BC and Marianne Arsenault.
Lean.
to sit 2.
Nice shot.
Sweep. Good.
Well, now decision time. 2 choices. One is that you draw around that center guard to try to find your 2. The other is you hit and roll your way over there. And that's the option they're electing.
Interesting. There's that elusive draw weight that we were talking about. She didn't have it last night late and made a critical overthrow to give up the 3 last end. So it's Marianne Arsenault right now out curling Laura Walker. The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. As we drop in on the game between the territories and Ontario. Ontario playing Yellowstones, sitting 1 for sure with some backing, back edge of the 4. It looks as if the second shot, that one at the back 8 would be, you think, or do you think they're sitting 2?
I don't know. From this angle, it looks like it's 2 and a draw for 3, Vic.
Look at the hit and roll here. Very nice to get underneath. And now is the run available to her.
Hard, guys, hard. Gotta be fully.
Holly Duncan and the team from Woodstock Curling Club.
It's running nice. Keep your brooms down.
Coming off their opening game loss to Team Canada. Kalusha and the team from Yellowknife lost to Nova Scotia.
Too yellow.
And 2 it is as they kick away without looking. So.
A great roll by Laura Walker, but it's in a position that we're looking at the flat.
Yeah, it was a really good end.
Okay.
Double?
Some clarification, because it was up, so then I wasn't sweeping. Yeah, it was like a 13-5, so I would have helped, but like it didn't really matter. I think it wouldn't have hurt.
Well, the double, and if she nuts it properly, she could be lying 2 buried.
Whoa! Whoa! Curl! What? Curl! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Right over.
Oh, just in that late spin.
It was never curl a situation.
No, I'm surprised they weren't on it hard all the way.
It was a hard all the way. Turn.
Got 10-7 on your last one. Okay.
So open hit for Laura for 2.
You got it, Laura.
And to retake the lead.
Let's go, Laura.
Draw. Nice, a little tight. Go early. Yes, yes. Yes, hard. Right to it. You gotta go.
So her conversion rate, you see, not very good, under 50%. Again, Scotland. Watch out now. Watch out. Don't want to kick it too far. And it'll settle down. And there's the 2.
Good then.
2. Yes.
Back and forth we go, trading the lead. Right now it belongs to Alberta. Canadian Scotland getting us underway. The Alberta lead out of Edmonton. Welcome back. As we're getting late here in this draw on a Sunday morning in Thunder Bay. Alberta with 2 and 8 to retake the lead, up by 1, 8-7, and it's BC, the team from Kelowna, that does have Last Rock playing the Redstones.
Well, Marianne's going to look to try to start out by scoring 2 in this end, but if she has the opportunity and can start to remove some stones in play, it wouldn't surprise me if she tries to get the blank and keep Last Rock advantage coming home to try to score 2 and the win.
We gotta go wait too. Hard. Hard. Come on.
Has a little bit of the same kind of feeling a few ends ago, where they put up the corner and just enough. Good brush to get it to the top edge. But, you know, trying to draw that play is BC to the wings. And, of course, Alberta will try to keep it into the middle. Is there ever a situation?
That's big arm.
Now, I know they're
Big
lined
arm.
up where BC would say, all right, you put up the guards. I know they're not my color. But would BC ever think of saying, forgetting about that corner, and I'm going to go in back behind those center guards? Would you ever do that? No.
For Alberta go around?
No. The corner's up.
Yes.
BC goes.
Yes.
But where would ever
No, it did curl
BC say,
though.
no, you know what? I'm not going to go behind my corner. I'm going to try to get in there first.
Sure, you absolutely could do that. But
side of nose.
if you're able to get to the corner and bury a couple,
Yeah.
and look at the scoreboard. She's found a way to score 3.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh.
Twice.
Now, granted, you're going to have to get some mistakes too.
Yes. But now wanting to open it up to make sure that she's not forced to have to take one and make a really tough shot.
Shot.
And does, and leaves the shooter out in front. So she has something there to tuck behind. It's her color.
That yellow spun just at the end as it started to look like it was going out of the house, and it may come down to a question of which of those biters is the bigger biter.
Oh, that's big arm.
Yeah.
Nope.
And which one is the better, bigger biter?
We're almost to that. Never.
Backy.
We're to it.
It's really running.
It's tapping even.
We're backy.
I got more.
Just beside it. Can we go? Yep.
Yeah, we're right behind it.
Yep.
We're behind it.
Hard.
We're almost through.
Okay. Okay. Good judge.
I'll try and give you a better.
Dropping in on Nova Scotia against Team Canada. And it is Team Canada sitting the 2, and that's what's facing Christina Black from Dartmouth.
Well, no guards up front that she has to navigate. Needs to get to the 8 foot, and we've seen her do that several times this game already. Needs to do it now against the 2.
Has given up 2 stolen points, has Nova Scotia, 1 in the second, 1 in the third.
13-6. Very good. One drive.
Nicely done for her single.
Yeah, it gets a little closer, but Team Canada in control and with last rock coming home.
I feel like that much more, and it's freaking flying. I know.
So thinking the ice is pretty quick.
4-3.
Yeah, I like that.
The call is not right to it, right? Top 4, make it good. Yeah.
Well, Alberta is happy with this situation with BC coming down to the back stone. Kate will sit on top, and knowing that the shell game will be one on top of another and another, and that improves your odds of forcing your opponent to take one.
We gotta go. Finish. Hard, Taylor. Hard, Taylor. Cross the line. Hard. Keep going. Go.
Now we just saw Christina Black pick up a single for Nova Scotia, and we tend to forget because it's been so many years, but the inspiration, of course, that Sandra Schmirler has been and continues to be to curlers.
Sandra was such an incredible curler. She was probably my first favorite curler I had when I was young and just starting out curling, and just such an inspiration. And then now the foundation is such a legacy to her, and all of the help that it provides to the hospitals across Canada to help babies. My friend, her baby was born very early in September and just got out of the NICU at the IWK last week. So I see there's so many families that have been helped because of the Sandra Schmirler Foundation. So please give on Sunday.
And there is the number to call on this Sandra Schmerler Day. The phones, and people will be manning the phones for the entire day.
Mine's good. Tight.
We thank you.
Give it a sec. I really armed it.
Tight. Let it work a little.
We're real tight. Got to cross
Okay,
the
line's
line.
good.
Almost top 12. Got to cross the line.
Line's good. See
Really
you
running.
Taylor.
Starting to really move.
Almost close, Taylor.
It's always Taylor if you can. We're almost in the top 12.
Yeah. Okay. If you can a little.
We're top 12.
Okay. It's good. It's good. Good judge, guys. 15-8.
Good. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's fine.
Throw.
And that final point scored by Nova Scotia is the end of the game, as they've decided to shake hands with Team Canada winning it 6-3. And so Carrie Anderson wins her first two. Christina Black from Dartmouth goes to 1-1. Next game for Christina Black and Nova Scotia will be against her mentor, BC, and Marianne Arsenault. And that'll be in tonight's draw, the 7 p.m. draw.
An opportunity there for Gina, just trying to play the double and get rid of both. Just clips the front.
Good try.
I think I threw more that time.
Yeah.
Like more than a 9.5.
Yeah, I didn't get the time. Okay. I ran like a lot.
Gotta put the perfect guard.
So Alberta's hitting the one without Last Rock. Where are they going with this?
I believe she's playing the guard.
Okay. How close? How tight?
Pretty tight.
Halfway. Line's good.
Which would be what, top
It's about
12?
2.5. Like you don't want to be so tight to the house that you give Marianne the double.
Wait a second. Little high. Okay. Gotta curl it.
So maybe a
If you're
foot and a
high
half would be ideal.
Okay, line's okay if you're halfway.
You're just half.
So there's the zone system coming into play, of course. That's the one. And that's the two. And that's where it'll stop. A little tighter than that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they want it to be a little bit tighter, and that would have brought the stone a little bit further over the center line and covered the stone completely, which it did not.
It would be tough for her to stay.
About 12. From the half, that thing's got to be almost dead buried.
She can see an inch, maybe. Yeah.
She can see a little bit more than an inch, and because it is long, she can throw quiet weight and remove it to lie 2.
Back house. Okay.
Yeah, from that angle, it looks like it's a half a stone that you'll be able to see from the hack end. But Gina Schrader has the brush down for Marianne Arsenault, getting ready to play her first.
Take a touch less, Gina.
Back line. Solid back line. Close. Curl. Curl, yep. Hard. Oh, straight. Yep. Straight,
Now,
hard.
Carter trying to hold it up, avoid the jam, and very nice as they push it all the way through.
That's a great shot. Just super control of the weight, great brushing.
The intern going that way.
They almost overcooked it, trying to get it to finish, and all of a sudden you could hear straight as it was finishing hard. Did not want to make contact with the back stone.
Boy, it just must have been paper thin to get by.
Well, definitely deja vu. 3 times in a row we've seen a similar situation where Laura Walker's had to make a big shot on her final to avoid giving up 3.
%54% on her draws so far, but she's had a case of the heavies.
We're there. No bounce on this line. Weight's really good. Weight's really good. Just the line. Weight only.
setting up here, unless you can lock one in as being another multiple point in, possibly, for BC.
Go push. Hard. Push. Okay, whoa, it's an overcurler. Thank you.
Oh, that's the one you need at the right time.
Really good.
Now, I'm going to ask you, you think, is there enough room to, because it overcurls just a little bit, not quite on the nose, could you come down, touch that back enough to get a deuce? Is there enough room there, do you think?
There may be.
I gotta bounce it to there.
Yeah. But you got to move it back.
I mean, you just pick it too, I guess.
Oh, you can't.
I mean, we can pick it with backline weight.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think?
I mean, if the line's good, I mean, we just gotta chip it, right?
So I think what
You
you're
like playing a
doing
bit of
is you're
weight?
playing draw weight,
Like playing a
maybe
bit of weight?
back 8, come around here. If you're able to nudge that stone that far, there's your 3.
Yeah.
The risk with this shot, though, is it's all or nothing. You either play the draw or you play the weight to move it. You can't do one of those in between because that guard will be in your way immediately.
Well, I mean, look, there's a scoreboard. You're down by 1. Are you satisfied with 1 and look to steal in 10, or do you want to maybe get 2 or a possible 3 and make it tougher on Alberta?
Well, I think that it's a personal preference, but the analytics would say that if you've got an opportunity, you're, you know, having that 1 and tied up, you need some misses from your opponent. Marianne's trying to win this game on her own. She feels she's got an opportunity with the big finish this ice provides, and she's going to take it.
75% on her draws.
Backline.
Just a little more than that. Quiet tap.
Hard. Yeah. Hard, Renee.
A little bit of a tweener.
Hard.
Simon staying with it.
Yeah.
You can hear Gina Schrader. How close are they? Get by that guard. Get by that one too. You move it far enough. Oh, sit down. And it will be just for the single.
That is a very hard shot for 1, almost for 3.
Not much to see there.
And that's what they pay you for.
I was going to say, my, I have to give money back for that.
Well, there was an attempt to tick over, and it grazed it. It moved it about an inch, but that is all. And so that is why that stone remains.
And we're tied at 8 as we go to the 10th, and the all-important last rock belongs to Alberta playing the Yellowstones.
Not horrible. That's what we go for.
Touching the top, that's
like
it.
that.
Okay, sure. What turn looks better? Out. Okay. Hack weight.
Same weight.
Same.
Yeah, you got her.
A little more. Whoa.
Old friend Ray Morrison
Close, yep.
reminds me, the gentleman's name was Chuck Pachkowski. And he used to do the radio on Estevan and Weyburn, Saskatchewan radio. Curling.
Roll it.
Can you imagine?
Right out, Taylor.
I do. I remember 1,000 years ago, Ron Gauthier was in the finals of Weyburn, and you could listen to it on the radio.
Yeah.
That's great.
Sasha Carter. We say that that long center guard is, for the most part, invisible, but it's
Hold it out there.
when you're throwing it, I guess obviously you see it, but you really shouldn't bother, you shouldn't.
Well, no, but the thing is that for right now, for BC, if Sasha's able to get by and put a closer one, they want to make sure that they've got something to use, and that stone is now going to start to make it a little bit better. Wanted to have some more separation so that there would not be a double opportunity for Alberta. Well, this is a bit of a deja vu. They've been here before.
Yep.
Easy clean.
Clean it. Easy. You're good.
I do not believe at all, though, that with this Alberta team that's in their head at all. I think they're very much into this game and worried about winning this one.
All right, quickly go over to Ontario and
You mean around a guard better
territories, and it appears that territories are sitting the one. Final stone is on the way. It's quite the mess up front. This is Joanne Rizzo.
I think she's trying to play the quad raise double.
1, 2, 3, 4, and that is for. Ooh, gonna have a measure here. One for sure.
Yeah, one for sure. And that top one's out for sure. It's those other two.
I think it's too red, but we can measure.
I think we'll measure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll measure.
Can I take this?
Yeah, so one red for sure, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I wasn't even sure what was going on.
I was like ready to see, but I didn't know what I was doing.
I was like,
Duncan and the Ontario team from the Woodstock Curling Club. And the territories out of Yellowknife.
You're probably right, but.
Taylor McDonald
It's the one we know. Did I kiss that one?
trying to rip the guards and does.
Well, and Holly Duncan had thrown a stone in the 8-foot on her final to take away a draw from Joanne Rizzo, and so there was a timeout, and they looked at options, trying to find a way to score multiple points.
It was a 16-hour travel day, but it was the perfect day. All our bags made it. We had 3 flights, and nothing was delayed. It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I.
Carrie Galusha talking about her travel to Thunder
but then
Bay.
we still have a shot for 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
2 red.
Yeah.
2 red.
Thank you. Hoo-yah.
And
Great
2 it
shot,
is.
Joe. Thanks.
So all her bags made it, and she also got 2 points. There you go.
It is a good day and a good week.
Girl, nothing even like moved. I was like ready, and then I was like, nothing happened.
Better the space, I
I
guess.
think space is better.
Okay, Gina.
Howdy, girl.
When they're saying is better, they ideally wanted them to be lined up, but
I kind of don't hate it.
to move it over, you would have had to sweep it a little bit more, and then you create the double.
3/4.
Do you guys like it? Yeah. You just get the top. You get the top.
Yeah.
So trying for 2, but you want to hit the stone across the top of the red stone that is tight to the house so that you don't jam on the yellow. And it's one of those things that they'll play to miss it across the top, and if they happen to only catch 1, that's fine as well.
Sorry, Laura, I just said that. That's
Take
okay.
camera. And she'll get just the 1.
She's like, clean up. Like, just don't even do that.
So this is the chess aspect of curling. How long do you go, BC, before darting in behind, or conversely, does Alberta say, you know what, you can go ahead, I'm going to go first?
Well, I would expect that it would be Marianne's stones before we would see her attempt. They only need to steal 1, and so you need just one good guard, and 1 good draw.
Excellent.
We've seen Marianne make some wonderful draws today, so she has draw weight, has confidence with that. And Alberta is going to continue to peel.
Okay. Like the in again?
No thought of going
I like
first.
the
Eh?
Not.
Well, that good didn't last long, did it?
The problem is, even if you extrapolated that and thought some people might, Laura struggled a little bit with draw weight today, Vic. So you try to go around and you're short or heavy, you haven't given yourself a last shot.
Okay.
Nice throw. Thanks. Oh, good. Yep.
Well, it's interesting. The 3s do play a big part, don't they? Look at the 3 in the 4th, and then a couple of 3s for BC. And it's the draw weight that really has been the difference as Marianne Arsenault out-curls Laura Walker. We're tied at 8, playing in the 10th, and Alberta does have last draw. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
You see the time clock was showing that there was a time out. At this point, there's no discussion.
It's good.
I think it may have just been to settle.
Yeah, we're not heavy. We're fine.
Both teams are given 2 90-second timeouts.
Yep. Top button. Line, 5-6. Top button. Yeah, we're there. Just line.
So here's Marianne's attempted go around. This is the shot that she hopes to win with, would like to guard on her final.
Go, 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 go. Little more, little more, little more. Good. Nice shot,
Into
Marianne.
the top 4.
Good weight, just didn't get the finish they were hoping for.
Timeout's been called by Alberta.
Good shot.
Or the draw, right? Like, and I just got a 14.5 on that.
Yeah. We're just trying to think where the ideal place to roll this is. Like if we want to keep it close enough that she forces her into hit and roll on a tricky spot. Or if we roll far and let her try to make the draw.
They may play this turn because they played a ton of them.
I feel like they'll play the draw again, so if we can leave it closer, I like that.
I think we want her to hit. That's what we...
Yeah. So let's try to go over to here.
Right, like we were saying, yeah.
Just where the ideal place to roll is. Like if we want to keep it a little closer and make her maybe try the perfect hit and roll on a tricky spot.
If we go to here, she has to hit. If we go to here, she's drawing. And we said at the beginning of the game we want to see her hit, right?
Yeah. Okay, we'll try to roll if I roll to here.
Well, that's perfect.
It sure is. It tells you, and you need to always remember what your outset was. And we're in a situation where we're going to force the opponent what you want them to do. Marianne Arsenault played lead for a very long time and was one of the best, if not the best, at the time. So the question is you hit this. If you roll right here, Marianne's going to play the draw again. If you roll right here, she's probably going to play the hit and roll because she can't get in that same path to draw. So this is the hit. You want to roll just a little bit to the right and force Marianne to play the hit and roll. And even if she makes the hit and roll perfectly, you're going to have the entire 4-foot to draw to for the win.
You got her.
Laura Walker.
Little hot. Clean. Little big. Yep. Whoa.
Scotland.
Taylor.
Initial brush. Backs off. Now McDonald picks her up.
Hard, Tay. Hard. Hard on Reggie. You really got to go.
Watch this now, and they're going to lose that shooter out the back and push that BC Stone to the back edge. So right now it is BC sitting the 1 back edge of the 8 and around 8 o'clock.
Sorry, waited.
No, I thought we were finally trusting what we saw.
11-1, like it wasn't long.
Well, that is unfortunate not only because it wasn't the outcome, but she left BC lying second shot. So even if there is a piece of Marianne's that Laura might want to pick it out, she can't do that anymore because it would still be BC that would have shot stone. So for Marianne, trying to make this a little bit better, tuck it a little bit more.
You were going to have that rock.
Hair more. Pretty close the same.
Same line.
Line's great.
Okay.
Top button. More weight.
Got a little more line.
Line's good. Curl. Yep. Line's good.
Hard
curl.
Hard curl.
Hard keep it coming. Go, go, go.
Hard
Come on. Well, we gotta go.
Keep going.
Little more, little more, little more. Go, 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 go.
Hard.
To the top edge they go. Get it to the top edge of the 4. And they tucked a little piece.
I thought you had a little more.
I don't know why that will not curl now. Like late in the ends, I guess.
Well, it didn't. She had great weight both times. This didn't curl any more than her first one did. And obviously it's not a lot of weight. Clearly perplexed.
Good. Because this is coming in like...
Yeah, I think like 11-8 on
Okay.
that side of it.
Okay.
Same ice then?
I think same ice.
Same ice, yeah.
Yeah.
So just the soft weight. The key is not jumping by the front end and being patient and letting it run a little bit before it catches the movement. You've just seen the draw. You know it's not going to work.
You don't need a ton less. You're close.
Okay, Cameron looking just at that stone to the left.
You got it, Laura. Same girl.
The second shot. Just seeing how much they can afford to roll. So they could get to the maybe half a stone. Leave a half a stone in the 8 foot. Anything more than that, and that rock at the back edge would come into play. So facing a couple right now. It's a win for BC. Final stone in an 8-8 tie. Laura Walker.
Easy.
Scotland waiting for it. Watch McDonald now. She'll try to help this over a little bit. Cameron calling line. Get it by the guard. Oh, they did now. You got to sit down, push it through, and there it is. Perfectly played.
Beautiful shot.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
For the win, Laura Walker in 10.
That's a great weight. It's really good. The weight makes such a difference. Good game. It does. Figured it out.
That's a great team shot. Well thrown by Laura. Well called by Kate. No panic in her voice. And just patience by the front end to sweep when necessary.
Make the final 9-8. Alberta wins their first to go to 1-1. BC drops their second. They've lost 2 in a row to start this year's Scotties in Thunder Bay.
The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you in part by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Try soft and strong Purex. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Almost reached the high noon. In fact, I guess we have. It's noon hour here in Thunder Bay on this first Sunday of the Scotties, Sandra Schmerler Day. All the flags of the competing provinces, territories. As we move to the game between the territories and Ontario, as they play in the 10th. Territories leading 6-5 after they scored 2 to take the lead, and it is Ontario now with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. Skip stones, and this is Joanne Rizzo throwing the 4th stones for the team skipped by Kerry Galusha. Look out. And we'll bump it back, sitting 3, but without Last Rock.
Girls, stay down here, hey?
Timeout being called by Ontario.
I just feel like we were yelling back and forth.
I think we could just bump it a hair. I think we want to get shot.
They'll do that. Yeah, but it's going to be tough to get out.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
It's for, like,
That's weird they can come off that one.
Yeah.
Well, a quick look at Quebec and the team from Yukon, and it's 8-6, but look at Yukon is sitting the 3.
Haley Burney made a run back double on her first to leave herself lying 2 buried, and Laurie St. George came short on her first, and that allowed Haley to draw in to lie those 3 enough to win. So for Laurie St. George, trying to get just to full 8 foot, even if she concedes 1, it's good enough for the win.
It was a 5-0 lead for Quebec after 3.
On you,
Watch out now. Look out now. And it will settle at the back. And she'll give up the steal of 1 and hold on for the win, Quebec. And Laurie St. George from Laval and Glenmore, after a win over Alberta, have now won 2 in a row. 8-7 is the final. And Haley Burney out of Whitehorse drops their opener.
When you see all these rocks in play that belong to the Galusha team, those stones just ignored for the most part for Ontario, trying to find a way to generate 2 points. Now trying to play the double.
Oh, a little tick, and away it goes as it just rubs on that guard.
I think so.
favor the draw and guard it.
Try to get here, Joe.
I got 10-3 on it.
Okay.
So that makes sense, I think.
I think maybe she was just, Holly, just a little tight on that release. And so you've got a couple of options here. One of them is that you come right back down on top of your stone and say to Holly Duncan, draw the hearts if you want to go further. The other is that you throw the guard.
A little bit more than a pausey. Short place, though.
Okay, line's good. Well, you have to wait.
Well, it's gotta
You
work.
have to wait.
It's gotta work, though. Let
Yeah,
it break
line's
first.
fine, yes. Hard line. Okay, well, room. Right here.
Top button, top button.
Yep.
Hard.
Joanne Rizzo.
Right here, right here. It's gotta stop, it's gotta stop.
Sarah Colton and Margot Fleming on the brush.
Nice.
Now what do you do?
Guys.
It's a little better than I thought it was going to. I was like,
Tap this way. Yeah, I guess if you tap that.
You have to play the tap. The question is,
Quick,
which
I don't have much
turn
time.
warps more?
Yeah, I guess if you. Yeah, like this way? Yeah. So like.
Because of the backing on that shot stone,
Yeah.
does that limit you just to the one turn now?
Well, it's tough because not only do you need to get there, Victor, but then all of a sudden, this is the stone that is shot. So you have to tap at an angle that you make contact with both stones. You tap the shot stone back about a foot, and you have to also clip the other one so that your stone catches enough of the white.
Yeah, because you can't, if you come with the out turn,
So
the
like
other
a
side, the left side as we look
90?
at it, even if you were to make contact with shot stone and push it far enough, you're not going to be shot.
You will not.
You got room. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Rachel Strybosch holding the brush.
Whoa,
Megan Balsden tests Bobby
Whoa.
with the stone.
Yeah. Hard. Whoa, Megan. Hard.
Now you have to move them. And you will not, and spin away.
Good luck.
And 2 red it is. And the win for the Territories and
I don't know if it
Galusha.
was 1 or 2. It doesn't matter. 1. Good luck, okay?
So they'll just take the one.
1 red.
Galusha says 1 red is what Galusha is saying. That's what the scorekeeper will go. So it'll be a 7-5 final.
Really good. Nice shot, Joe. Sorry.
But it certainly did look like 2. I just think she said, hey, you know what? I'm going to be courteous about it. And
For sure. It was
I'll just
almost
take the
like her
1. So it'll go into the book as a 7-5 win for Territories, who even their record at 1-1, and Ontario winless in their first 2.
But remember, though, it was like the 4th or 5th rock down there, right?
So that completes the draw on this Sunday morning. Our first of 3 draw days right through the end of round robin on Thursday. And coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Krista McCarville with 2 straight wins out of Thunder Bay will play Emma Miskew, skipping the team of Rachel Holman as Holman is off in Beijing playing the mixed doubles at the Olympics with John Morris, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. On this, Sandra Schmerler Day. And while we are away, the phones will remain open. And we hope that you will call and make a donation to the foundation, the legacy of Sandra Schmerler, all in support of neonatal care centers across Canada. We thank you for your donations. We hope that you will call. Until we talk with you again at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, thank you for joining us. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts from Thunder Bay is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.